en cualquier parte que estés, démosle una cordial bienvenida. Let's welcome our chairman of the board, Mr. Shane Moran.
All right. Thank you, David Casanova. Thank you so much for that generous introduction. You know, I was talking to David Casanova and some of the other executives you're going to be meeting later on today. And when we were in Mexico last weekend, what an event. I can go on and on and on. But I asked David and I asked everyone else one question that I want to ask you right now, right here and right now. Have you ever heard of a company in day one and now week one whoever launched with such an experienced corporate structure, elite leadership team, and field leadership structure as this big? And you know what's interesting? People are hungry for the services that are being offered here that you're going to learn about in a second. And we're witnessing, I think, history right now with the launch of DECENTRA. And my responsibility today is going to be to introduce you to DECENTRA. So in 100%, you know, 100% that people that I asked that question to, David said they've never, not only ever seen it, but they've never heard of such a company. So everyone, welcome to DECENTRA. I am super, super excited. And I want to thank everyone on this call. I mean, from all over the world. Thank you so much for joining this live call. My name is Shane Moran, and today, again, I'll be introducing the most valuable private membership in the world. And if you have a pen and a piece of paper, you might want to write this down. The most valuable private membership in the world. And although I'm speaking in English right now, all the information that you're about to see is being translated right now in Spanish. It's being translated in French and Korean and Russian and Portuguese. And as we develop more and more international markets, and we surely will, more translations will become available, all right? So make some noise in whatever language that you speak, and we'll get to you as soon as possible with all the translations. So here's the thing, just before I get started. You've been invited here today by someone who thought enough about you. You've been invited here to this presentation by someone who thought enough about your family. So if you can see an opportunity here and you'd like to get started, please contact that genius that thought enough about you, that reached out to you to introduce you to this amazing, amazing, brilliant concept whose time has come. And so after the presentation, make sure you get back to them and thank them. Just thank them for thinking about you, all right? So with that, DECENTRA is live right now, and we're seeing people, again, from all four corners of the planet that are joining right now. And this past weekend, you know, if you got on early, you saw all these videos, and we're recapping what happened over the past weekend. And I just get fired up because over 5,000 people witnessed the birth of DECENTRA in Mexico City. And again, I got to stop watching those videos. I get too fired up. So let's get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to share the DECENTRA presentation. Now, this presentation that you're about to see is available to you, and that one is in Spanish. Okay, so that's okay. We'll just go. So this is the world's most valuable private membership. Now, what I'm going to do right now is on every public presentation, we either have to read this, okay, this disclaimer for everyone, or we got to make sure that we have a recording. And today I have a recording. I'm a little lazy, so I'm going to push play on the recording so that you can hear this. But please pay attention to this disclaimer. Very, very important. Again, on every public presentation, we got to make sure that we're disclosing the terms and conditions here. And again, at the end, we have our policies and procedures that you're also going to see. Just hold on a second.
Disclaimer. DECENTRA is a technology, education and innovation services company, which is managed exclusively through Bitcoin and prohibits the use of fiat money by any means or method, including wire transfers or cash. The company is not responsible for the handling of money or payments made to third parties regardless of their status, rank or relationship they claim to have with the company. The information contained herein is for information purposes only. The figures and ranks in this presentation reflect estimates only and are not representative of earnings and should not be considered as guarantees in any way. No person or entity related to DECENTRA provides legal, tax, financial or investment advice. Our memberships, Packages and participation services also reward independent entrepreneurs for promoting our products and or services. While the opportunity is unlimited, success is only achieved through active that Bitcoin and other crypto assets are not considered legal tender, and all participants should be aware of the risk involved in managing this type of digital assets. Some DECENTRA services are not available to citizens or residents of certain jurisdictions. For a list of countries where restrictions may apply, see our official website and our terms and conditions. By purchasing any membership, package or service of DECENTRA, you acknowledge and accept our disclaimer, terms, policies, and conditions, as well as the compliance manual presented in our media or through our official channels. It is strictly prohibited to modify the information contained in this presentation and any use of DECENTRA brand, by any means or method, without prior written permission from the company.
All right, I'm just going to stop sharing my screen for a second here while I load up the English presentation. And so there you have it. Again, I want to just make it clear to everyone that we need to play these disclaimers on every single live presentation that we're going out to the public. So let's give this a try here to see if we can get the English one. There it is. And we just saw the disclaimer there. So let's get started with the presentation. I'm excited. We're going to start off with our vision. And the vision is very simple. You know, you're seeing people all over in the pictures of DECENTRA. You see them doing this too. You're probably wondering what it is. Well, we're talking about the vision of DECENTRA to grow the global learning community to 2 million customers and independent entrepreneurs. And the mission, of course, is to create tools that make technological opportunities accessible to everyone in the world, no matter where you are in the world. Now, the biggest transformation of wealth in history is taking place right now. It's happening, not in the future, it's happening right now. And here's the cool thing, 99% of the people that you run into, they don't even know what's happening. Well, it's happening, and DECENTRA is going to play a large role in educating people on how to move forward. This is our worldwide headquarters, DECENTRA. We're opening up frontiers around the world. We are based in the Aston Martin building. It's a beautiful, right down in the heart of Dubai. And so we're really, really excited. And we're going to invite everybody around the world to come and meet us in Dubai coming up in November at our World Congress. Very exciting. One of my favorite pictures there, as you can see my background. And we are global from day one. Okay, how many companies can say they're global from day one? Right now, we're in over 50 countries. And I don't know exactly how many countries are here represented, but if we counted them up, I'm pretty sure we're going to surpass 50 countries. And we're the pioneers in the development of decentralized financial models through the blockchain. All right. We promote sharing economy, enabling access and benefits from the technology and information all in one place. Now, one of the big questions we get is why Bitcoin? Why do we use Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out, Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out? Well, because Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency that officially launched in January of 2009. It's the granddaddy. It's the biggest. There's a lot of cryptocurrencies, but Bitcoin is the one that we've chosen to go in and out. And we've created, with Bitcoin, a new one-to-one payment system, and that doesn't have any third parties in between. So as payments go in, it's direct peer-to-peer. Very, very exciting. And so all the applications of the blockchain are in various industries like the government, like in insurance, anything you can think of, in the real estate sector, in the mobile payment sector, in the art sector. Now you're hearing with the NFTs, they're all involved in the blockchain. The entire supply chain now is moving to the blockchain. So timing of DECENTRA is just genius, is absolutely genius. DECENTRA is a decentralized global network with members that are connected to the same vision all over the world. And the future of education and the progress of the world lies in a decentralized ecosystem. And all that means is that we're not centralized. The information can come from countries like you're seeing right now, from over 50 countries in week one all over the world. So we can gather all that information and get it out to our members worldwide. And so with that, let's talk about, and I want you to pay close attention to the top corner here where you see the green DECENTRA University, because we have 7 areas that I'm going to introduce you to, 7 areas. And the first, and the one of the ones that I'm most excited is the DECENTRA University. You know, it's the best education platform in history right here. It's available to all of our members. And what do you learn about? Well, you're going to learn about leadership. You'll learn about personal growth, about business, about technology, about blockchain, Bitcoin. You can learn about the metaverse, which is massive, cryptocurrencies, which there are many, many of them, DeFi, and staking opportunities, NFTs, and so much more, all right in the DECENTRA University. And if that wasn't good enough, are you ready for this? John C. Maxwell is in the house, and we've got DECENTRA. The official mentor of DECENTRA is none other than John C. Maxwell. He is the #1 leadership guru on the planet. He's an author, a trainer, a speaker, and business expert. He has over 40 years in his career, and he's dedicated himself to teaching and to coaching millions and millions of people all over the world. And he's written, here's a clue, he's written over 80 books on entrepreneurship and leadership, all right? He is in the university, and the content that John C. Maxwell is providing to DECENTRA is for DECENTRA. This is not a YouTube video. This is John Maxwell talking to all of our DECENTRA independent entrepreneurs and to our customers all over the world. I'm very, very excited, and I'm sure you're excited about this too. In addition, inside the university, we have what's called DECENTRA Live. It's a unique broadcast platform, and we can broadcast live events right into your living room, no matter where you live. Any country in the world, we can broadcast right into your living room. That's pretty exciting, and we'll give you more information on that. In addition, here's another category with Moon Converter. Moon Converter basically is the easiest to use crypto fiat converter available, and that's available to every single one of our members, where you can track all of your conversions, whether it's fiat or cryptocurrency. If you have any type of cryptocurrency or fiat, in real time, you can figure out what the value is of that asset. And so HIC Vault is another benefit in the entire DECENTRA ecosystem, and you can track your crypto portfolio. Now, some have no experience in crypto, and that's okay, because we've got the university that's going to go through that. But some do have some experience, and they've purchased digital assets. And I don't know, but if you're like me, I've got, a digital asset over in this exchange and a little bit on this exchange and some on this exchange and so on. Well, HIC Vault can bring all of your digital assets so that you can see them in one place, and you know in real time what the value of your digital assets are without trying to go from one to the next and trying to figure out what is the value of your portfolio. Very, very exciting here. If that's not enough, we've got DECENTRA Realty that you're going to be hearing a lot about, and you can build your future with the best assets, real assets for your future. Very, very exciting. In addition, with DECENTRA membership, you get Ovusky. And guys, I got to tell you, Ovusky, we were in front of 5,000 people on the weekend, and we did a little demonstration, and we decided we wanted to go to Cancun for a week and put in the numbers. The savings are absolutely unbelievable. I don't know about you, but a lot of people around the world in the last 3 years haven't traveled much, and there's a pent-up demand for people to travel. Well, here's the thing. As a DECENTRA customer or as a DECENTRA independent entrepreneur, you can travel anywhere in the world at massive, I'm talking massive discounts, up to 65% off. As a matter of fact, these are real savings. Whether you're traveling for business or for pleasure with your family, you can book flights, you can book hotels, you can book vacations. And I'll tell you right now, I challenge anybody on this call and anybody to try to beat the prices offered by Ovusky. It's not possible. I'm going to tell you right now. So when you get your membership, go in, get into Ovusky, and go play around with it. It's very, very, very exciting. And so in addition to all of that, the seventh area of DECENTRA is what's called our private members club. Everything is private, by the way, because you can only get access to everything I talked about through the private membership. But this is a private members club, and it's a staking and rewards club. And again, we're talking Bitcoin. We're not talking US dollars or any kind of fiat currency. We're talking Bitcoin. And you can earn Bitcoin rewards to help you reach your goals. And again, estimated annual rewards, this is what we say, it's estimated annual rewards of anywhere from 66% up to 120%. Unbelievable. Minimum $300 that you can stake, and a maximum of $50,000 can be staked, and there's a whole pile in between. that you'll learn about inside the university. We'll take you by the hand and step you through all of that. So again, you want to see our terms and policies and conditions. And for active members only, what we're talking about here, this staking and rewards is not available to the general public. You can't, someone's not going to come to you and say, hey, I've got something kind of like, you know, the DECENTRA staking. No, you don't. This is exclusive to our private membership. So if you're paid as a private member, you have access to these unbelievable staking rewards. Again, the idea is to help you reach your goals and reach your targets with DECENTRA. So here's one of my favorite, pictures, my favorite slides, and this really will give you the clear picture. DECENTRA, where the big D, the big DECENTRA in the middle, that's the membership. When you go in as a customer, when you go in as an independent entrepreneur, you have access immediately to the DECENTRA University 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have access to the DECENTRA Live, to the Moon Converter we talked about, to the HIC Vault. You have access to DECENTRA Realty. You'll have access to Ovusky Travel. You have access to, and the Private Members Club. You all have access, whether you're a customer or whether you're an independent entrepreneur with DECENTRA. So if I was going to ask you, if you're a guest taking a look for the first time, and I was going to ask you if there was a one-time fee to get in that door, and if there was an ongoing fee every month, what would the value of what you just heard? This is not a training. We're just introducing you to DECENTRA. All the training is in the university. So if you're interested in what we're saying, we're going to teach and train all throughout the university on every aspect here. But what would it be worth? If you can think of one number, one-time fee, what would it be worth? And if there was a monthly fee to access every single month to access this, well, here it is, all right? It's $99.95 one time to enter in through the front door. And then after the first 30 days, if you like the services and you're enjoying the benefits, then it's $34.95 a month. Again, equivalent to Bitcoin. At the time that you make your payment, we're paying only in Bitcoin. Okay, hope that makes sense. Again, you have access to the university, you have access to DECENTRA Live, to Moon Converter, to HIC Vault, DECENTRA Realty, to Ovusky, the best travel plan on the planet. I dare anyone to try to travel for less than Ovusky. I'm telling you up front, it's not possible, and that's pretty exciting. And then you've got the Private Members Club, which is also very, very exciting. So let me talk a little bit about the $34.95, because some people around the world say, you know what, I love this, but I don't want to pay $34.95, right? So here's a couple of ways that you can do it. Number one, you can pay $34.95 after the first month, or if you pay in advance, the year in advance, you get 2 months free, okay? You get 2 months free if you're paying in advance, but there's other ways to do it. Any particular month that you enroll 2 customers, okay, 2 customers in any month, the next month, you're not paying. So for example, we're in the month of June right now, and anyone who enrolls 2 customers, they don't pay the $34.95 in July. That makes sense? And in July, if you enroll 2 customers, you don't pay for August, and so on and so forth. So if you want it for free, enroll 2 customers per month minimum, and you can have that $34.95 waived. In addition, there is a third staking package. There is a third staking package that you'll get all this information from the person who invited you here. But on that third staking packages, they've absolutely waived the monthly $34.95. So there's a lot of ways for people all over the world that say, I don't want to pay $34.95. But in my opinion, this is the most valuable private membership in the world, not even close. So what do you got to do? You create your account, very simple. You pay your initial registration fee of $99.95 in BTC equivalent, depending on when you're paying, it's whatever the value of the BTC is, the Bitcoin there. And then you pay your $34.95 monthly after month 1, or you decide how you want to take care of that, okay? Hope that makes sense, but that's the membership. And you know what? Up until this point, we're really talking about anybody in the world can participate. Anybody. It doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter if you've ever referred, or if you've ever been in referral marketing, if you've ever been involved with crypto, if you've ever been in, none of that matters, okay? Everyone starts at a level playing field is what I really, really love about this concept. But you can also qualify to become what's called an independent entrepreneur with DECENTRA. Okay, what is an independent entrepreneur? An independent entrepreneur is someone who referred at least 2 customers. Okay, refer at least 2 customers, Now you're an independent entrepreneur. Well, if you get involved and you're out there and you enroll one customer and you're going and going and going, you never enroll two, you never become an independent entrepreneur, so you don't have to worry about it. So in order to qualify to become an independent entrepreneur, you just need to refer two. And you can refer as many as you want. And once you start realizing the benefits of the DECENTRA membership, you're going to be telling all your friends, no matter what their experience is, no matter if they can spell Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, because we've got a safe environment where they can learn every single day more and more and more. And in these times, this again is very, very valuable for people. Let me talk a little about, for those that do become independent entrepreneurs, a little bit about the compensation plan. Now, this is not a training, this is an introduction, and I just want you to get an idea that there is quite a bit of money available for people that want to go out and work. There's quite a bit of money involved, but I want to give you an idea. Again, in the university, we're going to provide you with world-class training, take you by the hand, regardless of your background, and we're going to step you through every single part of the DECENTRA compensation plan and rewards plan and how to get started and advanced training systems and so on. But that's in the university for the people that want to learn further and further. So registration, remember we talked about $99.95. Well, in the dual team means two, one on the right, one on the left. So once you have one person personally sponsored on the right, one customer personally sponsored on the left, that's your dual team. Now you're qualified as an independent entrepreneur, and you're going to receive 100 points every time a new person gets involved, depending that you referred, depending if you put them on the right or the left side, you get 100 points that roll into that dual team. The dual team percentage that you're going to receive is between 7 and 12%, depending on your rank, depending on the community that you build. You know, the goal of DECENTRA is to build a community of 2 million people, but maybe you say, hey, I have a community of 100. And some of you on this call say, I have a community of 10,000 that I want to build. And some of you, and I know who you are, you want to build a community of 100,000 or 200,000 or 500,000. I know who you are because we've already met and discussed all your amazing plans. So there's no limits on the community that you can build, but the larger the community that you're building, the more of that percentage that you're able to obtain. Now on the membership side of it, the monthly membership, the $34.95, $30 rolls into the dual team every single month. That is paid for the paid memberships. And if they're paying in advance, then $300 falls into that dual team, depending on where you are. And on top of that, you're receiving 3% down 7 levels. Okay, you can do the math on this. What do I mean by 7 levels? That means if you refer someone and they know someone, you know, that's the next level and the next level and the next level, and you go all the way down 7 levels. Do some math at 3% and you'll get as fired up as I am right now. And so with that, on the referral plan side of things, you can get direct referrals. What does that mean? That means if you directly refer, if you directly picked up the phone and called someone, if you directly invited someone to take a look at DECENTRA and they say, man, this is the best private membership I've ever seen, and they get started, you can earn, regardless of the amount, whether they're putting in, whether they're staking $300 or whether they're staking $50,000 or anywhere in between, you can receive between 8 and 12%, okay, on that, on all of the business there. 8 and 12%, again, that is absolutely phenomenal. On your indirect referrals, that means that when you refer someone who refers someone, you can earn up to 2% on that business as well, which is very, very, very generous indeed. The dual team bonuses we mentioned, anywhere from 7 to 12%, depending on your community, how big your community is and what your rank is. And then your renewal bonuses, that means if someone wants to renew, as they renew their packages, as they renew their services, you're receiving between 4 and 6% over and over and over and over again. All right. I hope you're as excited again as I am. I want to talk a little bit about the fine print here that it says if you have an annual staking package. Okay. So there's 3 staking packages. One is called flexible. One is called block. The third is called annual. Again, this is not a training. This is just an introduction. But if you take the annual, then the monthly fee is absolutely waived every single month for you. Pretty exciting, but there's a lot there. On top of all of that, there's the monthly bonus for your direct referrals, and it stretches out 3% right down to the 7th level. Do the math, guys. Take your calculators out, and you'll get very, very excited about this. Now, what I want to do here is just spend a couple minutes talking about the different ranks, and I want to set it up because we're looking at the senior ranks with 4,000 points. What the heck does that mean, right? And once you understand how to get to senior, the rest is all the same. There's no tricks. It's very, very simple. But here's what happens. You know that there's different points that are available. You've got two teams, one on the right, one team on the left, okay? What senior says is when you've got a combined 4,000 points on one side and you've got a minimum of 4,000 points on the other side, congratulations, you are what's called senior. And so all of the plan works the same way. For example, when we go to executive, it's the same thing. When you see 10,000, it means you've got a minimum of 10,000 on one side, a minimum of 10,000 on the other side. Congratulations, you're now an executive, all right? This is not a training, it's an introduction so that you get the idea of how this works, how the rank advance, because everybody wants to rank advance. Here's where it gets exciting, all right? This is where you want to pay attention because we're going to put a little twist that remains consistent throughout the entire rank advancement plan. So you understand the points. When you get 4,000, you're senior minimum. When you want to get to executive, it's 10,000, 10,000. But here's what happens. When you get to Sapphire, it's 20,000 and 20,000 points, okay? You follow me? But if you can maintain Sapphire for 2 consecutive months, you get an extra value of 500 USDT that you can put towards a staking package, okay? You can put towards any staking package. You got to do it 2 months in a row, not 2 months. When you become Sapphire, if you qualify again the next month, so 2 consecutive months, anytime you do it 2 consecutive months, you're going to receive a one-time bonus of the first time you do it, of 500 USDT, all right? Make sense? Here's where it gets even more exciting. And again, you can buy yourself a pair of Prada sunglasses. We just wanted to show you the value here, or a tablet at Ruby. Rank Ruby. 2 consecutive months. How do you rank Ruby? Well, you can see it right there on the screen. 40,000 on one side minimum, 40,000 on the other side. And you also, in addition, if you can do it twice in a row, the first time you do it twice in a row, you're going to receive $1,000 extra in value. Emerald is 80,000 points. Do it twice in a row. We want you to do it twice in a row because a lot of people can get to Emerald and they can just get lucky. But if you do it twice in a row, it means you did it on purpose and you can do it again and again and again. And it means your business is solid. And you can receive the equivalent of a laptop, a Macintosh laptop for $1,500. Diamond, now we're talking. David introduced and he says he sees a lot of diamonds. We were there in Mexico and I see a lot of people fired up, ready to go diamond. How do you get to diamond? It's 120,000 on each side. Minimum of 120,000 on each side of your business. You got 2 teams, and here you'll receive the equivalent of a Louis Vuitton bag, and that's $4,000. And you can take that $4,000 and apply it to any staking package you like. All right. Hope I'm not the only one here excited, because if you're not excited, take a look at this. Now we're talking elites. We're talking in the elite stratosphere here with the blue diamonds at 320,000 points, the equivalent of a Cartier watch, approximately $8,000. When you get to black diamond, again, 2 consecutive months, then you'll receive the equivalent of $13,000 in physical gold, or you can take that $13,000 and apply it to any staking package that you choose. Royal Black Diamond in the house. I know we've got Royal Black Diamonds that have their names written on this. 740,000 points. It's the same concept, ladies and gentlemen, but if you do it 2 months in a row, you'll get the equivalent of a Rolex watch, and that's valued at $25,000. And if that's not exciting enough, if you're not excited enough, let's go to Crown Diamond, right? Crown Diamond is 2 million points on each side. And here you get the value of $50,000. If you can do it twice in a row, 2 months in a row, you get the equivalent of $50,000 to go towards your Mercedes, or you can use it for any staking package or for the top staking package. And then finally, we're talking Royal President. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the target. I don't care how old you are, as long as you're over 18 years old, this is the target. This is where you want to get to. This is where dreams are made. This is the Royal President. 4 million points on each side of your business, and you'll receive, and if you can maintain that for 2 consecutive months. So what I'm saying is, once you hit a rank, you want to work to maintain that rank and not let it fall apart. Why? Because you'll get $100,000 as an additional bonus for maintaining 2 months in a row. And so again, there's the compensation plan. Hope you're fired up about it. What I want to do now is I want to show everybody how to get started. There's nothing complicated here. If you have a pen and a piece of paper, even if you're already involved with DECENTRA, you may want to write this down, because there's 3 steps. There's really 3 steps just to get involved with DECENTRA. Without these 3 steps, it's pretty hard to get involved. But step number 1 is you got to have a Bitcoin wallet, ladies and gentlemen. You got to have a place that you can be able to send money and receive money. And most people on this planet, they don't even know what a Bitcoin wallet is, and that might include you. So your step number 1 is you get back to the person, get back to the genius that thought about you, and you ask them, how do I get a Bitcoin wallet? Can you recommend a Bitcoin wallet? How do I set up my Bitcoin wallet? So get a Bitcoin wallet, step number 1. Check. Next, you want to load a minimum of 120 USDT. There's no maximum. You can put as much as you want in there, but there's no maximum amount that you can put in, but make sure you put a minimum of 120 to get started. Why? So that you can sign up, step number 3, for your DECENTRA initial membership. Okay, with 120, if the price of Bitcoin is going up, you'll have enough to get that initial membership so you can come in and look around and go to the training and learn all about this amazing, amazing opportunity of a lifetime with DECENTRA. And so with that, I wanted, again, we want to do this every single, this is a public presentation. This is not a private presentation. This presentation is going out all over the world. And we want to make sure in all public presentations that we either read the policies and conditions to everyone listening, or if you want to be lazy like me, I'm just going to hit play and let someone read it for me. Okay, hope that makes sense. So with that, I'm going to hit play here, and away we go.
Policies and conditions to enter the Private Members Club. You must first validate the list of countries where restrictions may apply. The purchase of packages of this club must be made through the respective upgrade package increase, paying the difference between your current membership and the new one you wish to acquire, plus the registration of $15 USDT, all through Bitcoin, and you must maintain during the term of your membership the proof of said movement. DECENTRA does not accept or receive fiat money, such as electronic transfers or cash, by any means or method, and does not recognize or be responsible for payments made to third parties. The rewards granted in the Private Members Club will be exclusively in Bitcoin and will be reflected in the back office from Monday to Friday from the 31st onwards. The withdrawal of rewards in the flexible staking package will be weekly, and in the blocked staking package it will be quarterly. In both cases they can only be used and only on Wednesdays between 12 a.m. to 5 p.m. CST, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. GMT. To make withdrawals, a minimum amount and a maximum amount determined by the company must be adjusted, and 10% to 15% of the amount to be withdrawn will be charged, established according to the fluctuations of Bitcoin. Requested withdrawals will be reflected in a maximum period of up to 5 business days. The withdrawal of bonuses can be made weekly without restrictions regardless of the purchased package. The dual team bonus and monthly qualifying points for ranks will always be from the lower volume team. The maximum daily reward of your double team may not exceed the amount of your current package. All bonuses will be paid in Bitcoin daily. Points to qualify for leadership ranks reset each calendar month. Starting at Ruby rank, 1 independent entrepreneur is required on each side of the dual team, with 2 lower ranks up to 3 levels. For full details, review the rewards training plan at DECENTRA University. The validity of your package will be until you reach your goal of 100% without establishing a specific time to achieve it. DECENTRA cannot and will not make any guarantees about your ability to obtain results, generate rewards, or earn money from our program, operation, tools, or strategies. Bitcoin and other crypto assets are not considered legal money, and every participant must be aware of the risk involved in managing this type of digital asset. Each user and independent entrepreneur is responsible for the proper management of their back office, username, password, security PIN and 2FA authenticator code. We invite you not to share your personal information. Your requests to the customer service department will be answered only through text messages via WhatsApp. within a maximum period of. By purchasing any package or service from DECENTRA, you acknowledge and accept our disclaimer, terms, policies and conditions presented in our official media. The validity of this presentation will be maintained until the issuance of a new one, being subject to changes by the company without prior notice. Disclaimer: DECENTRA is a
right,
technology, education and innovation services company.